Obamacare sweepstakes. This time it's your doctor that's taking a hit in the wallet. Under the new healthcare exchanges, doctors will be taking home significantly less in reimbursements than with private plans or even Medicare. As little as $40 a visit. Clearly, this development could have a huge impact on the quality of your healthcare. Joining the discussion now, Cato Institute's healthcare expert, Mike Cannon. We also have economist Peter Marisi. Mike, do these numbers surprise you? I mean, I think that probably there was an anticipation that there'd be a cut in cost. But to hear for typical office visit, private insurance would pay $60. If you're coming from the Obama exchange, those doctors would get $40. For a mammogram, for example, private insurance, $30. Obamacare exchange patients, $20. What's the impact of that?
Well, I don't know what the right price is to be charged for any of these services, and neither does anyone else. But you've heard about rate shock. This is where everyone sees a lot of people see their premiums going up under Obamacare. There's going to be the second wave of outrage over quality shock, and one of those is doc shock. The way they're trying to keep premiums from being even higher is by squeezing payments to doctors and other providers in these health plans, which is fine. You know, I want healthcare prices to fall, but that should be as a result of consumers putting downward pressure on prices and still having the freedom to pay higher prices if that's what they need to do to get the care they want. What Obamacare is going to do is give us basically Medicaid for all, where they try to keep the prices down, where they push the prices down through government price controls and other sorts of government tools. That's going to restrict choice for a lot of patients. They are not going to get to keep their doctors, as the president promised.
Absolutely.
And we're going to see another wave of outrage.
Let me bring Peter in here for a second.
The
Peter,
broken promises under this law.
If a doctor is being paid one fee from one insurance plan and then less than that from a patient that's coming from the Obamacare website, why would they see those patients? Won't they not see those patients?
Well, the question is,
some doctors will continue
Let's
to
let
see
Peter Marisi in here for a second. Peter, go ahead.
Let's consider the doctor's situation. If there's only a few health insurance companies in his county because Obamacare has encouraged most to stay out, the insurance company could get away with this simply because he won't have enough patients by specializing in the higher paying insurance option. If there's only 2 or 3 companies, and that's happening in a lot of less populated areas. What Obamacare has done is permitted the insurance companies to monopolize some of these markets. You go 50 miles from Denver, and all of a sudden prices triple, and then they turn around and cut the fees that they pay the doctors by a third. What they're doing is creating for themselves a huge profit margin. What you've got here is monopoly abuses. What you've got of both the consumer and the producer. The guy in between is getting all the cash. Where's the Justice Department with this kind of abuse? They're busy investigating Texas and J.P. Morgan, but not the insurance companies in all this, because after all, they make hefty, healthy contributions to Democratic candidates that sit up on Capitol Hill.
Interesting. Mike, do you agree with that point of view?
Well, I definitely agree that Obamacare is going to lead to consolidation in the insurance markets, not competition in insurance markets. And that the insurance industry and the Democratic Party have been very close to each other ever since 2009, when they got together and the president cut this deal with the insurance companies to force everyone to buy their products.
Peter, what strikes me, though, I mean, I look at a place like New York City, for example. United Health Group has told physicians under contract there that, if they're coming from a private insurance group, they're going to pay a different price but they're going to cut the price for people that are coming from the exchange plans. It seems like in New York City, where there is a lot of choice, that it's going to become a 2-class medical system without question almost immediately, no?
Yeah. The self-employed, the people that have to buy small policies for 1, 2, 3 employees that use the exchange, or they're self-employed and so forth, they're going to have trouble finding doctors. But it's not just them. About 25% of the population has private Medicare. I mean, 25% of the population over 65. That is, they've taken this private choice option. Now they're cutting back the reimbursements through those plans. And those plans, for example, through United Healthcare, are cutting back their network of doctors. They're literally cutting them off. They're throwing them out. Already, many practices around the country only take Medicare patients that were with them during their younger lifetime. They won't take new people who move in from out of town.
Right.
So it's going to be very difficult to find a doctor with Obamacare.
Speaking